The arrival. The Grand Council of Zorth convened under the pulsating green light of their home planet's central command. Scouts had returned with promising news. The third planet in the Sol system, Earth, was an inviting target. Primitive weaponry, fractured societies, and an apparent lack of coordinated planetary defense rendered it seemingly ripe for conquest. Excited whispers filled the vast hall as holographic images of Earth's feeble militaries played out. The decision was unanimous. The Zorthian fleet, the most formidable armada in the galaxy, would descend upon Earth and claim it with ease. Preparation for invasion. As preparations for the invasion began, Zorthian astronomers noted the peculiar positioning of the asteroid belt surrounding Earth. It was dense, chaotic, and seemed to pose no immediate threat. Their confidence was unshaken as they set their course on Earth. Earth astronomers were the first to notice the unusual celestial phenomena. A cluster of unidentified objects, massive and fast-moving, headed directly for their planet. Governments scrambled to respond, but nothing in their arsenals could match the technology now bearing down on them. Panic spread like wildfire, and the world braced for the worst. The Zorthian arrival. The Zorthian fleet breached Earth's atmosphere with a blinding display of power. Motherships, shimmering with alien energy, hovered ominously over major cities. Earth's militaries launched their most advanced missiles, but these were effortlessly neutralized. A broadcast from the Zorthian leader echoed globally, demanding Earth's immediate surrender. Just as despair seemed inevitable, something extraordinary happened. Earth's astronomers noticed a change in the asteroid belt's behavior. Asteroids, which had drifted aimlessly for eons, began to move with uncanny precision. The unexpected resistance. At first, it seemed a mere coincidence, but then a large asteroid veered off course, colliding directly with a Zorthian mothership and obliterating it on impact. Chaos erupted within the Zorthian ranks. More asteroids followed suit, systematically targeting the alien vessels. The fleet's advanced shielding and evasive maneuvers were no match for the relentless, unpredictable onslaught. The Zorthian commander, overwhelmed by the unexpected resistance, ordered a hasty retreat. The aftermath. In the days that followed, Earth's top scientists and historians worked tirelessly to understand the phenomena. Ancient texts, long dismissed as myth, spoke of an alliance with cosmic forces. Buried deep beneath the Earth's surface, they discovered remnants of a highly advanced civilization predating known history. This ancient society had developed a dormant defense system designed to activate when Earth faced an existential threat. A newfound respect. The Zorthians, once arrogant in their superiority, now held a newfound respect for Earth. Their records were updated, classifying Earth as a formidable adversary with mysterious allies. The Zorthian leader, in a rare moment of humility, ordered that Earth be observed from a distance, its secrets left undisturbed. Earth, united by the ordeal, emerged stronger. Nations set aside their differences, forging unprecedented alliances. A continuous watch was established to monitor the skies, ensuring that they would be ready for whatever came next. The asteroids, now orbiting in silent vigil, stood as a testament to Earth's resilience and the ancient legacy that protected it. The message was clear. Earth was far from defenseless. The initial reconnaissance. The Zorthians, an advanced alien civilization known for their technological prowess and strategic acumen, turned their attention towards a small blue planet in the Sol system, Earth. As their stealth probe hovered undetected within Earth's orbit, it transmitted images and data back to the Zorth Command Center. The Zorthians watched with a mix of curiosity and amusement. Earth's inhabitants were divided into numerous nations, each with its own primitive technologies and rudimentary space endeavors. Their weapons, although formidable by their standards, appeared laughably archaic to the Zorthians. The assessment. A planet ripe for conquest, mused Commander Saltrak, the Zorthian leader overseeing the reconnaissance mission. The probe's findings reinforced the belief that Earth was technologically inferior and would offer little resistance against a full-scale invasion. For the Zorthians, Earth represented an opportunity to expand their empire with minimal effort and risk. To ensure a seamless conquest, the Zorthians deployed a stealth probe equipped with advanced cloaking technology, rendering it invisible to Earth's detection systems. This probe, a marvel of Zorthian engineering, was designed to gather comprehensive intelligence on Earth's defenses and societal structure. Detailed scanning. As it silently orbited the planet, the probe meticulously scanned for any potential threats. It analyzed military installations, catalogued the capabilities of nuclear arsenals, and assessed the technological sophistication of Earth's air and space forces. The data it transmitted back to the Zorthian Command Center painted a clear picture. Earth's weaponry, though powerful in the context of human warfare, was rudimentary compared to Zorthian standards. Nuclear missiles, which represented the pinnacle of Earth's destructive power, were seen as slow and inefficient. Conventional military hardware, from tanks to fighter jets, seemed obsolete and ineffective against Zorthian energy shields and plasma weaponry. The political landscape. The probe also detected communication signals that revealed Earth's fractured political landscape. Divided into numerous nations, each with its own agenda and often conflicting interests, humanity appeared incapable of mounting a united defense. Moreover, the probe intercepted a plethora of broadcast signals, including news reports and entertainment media, which further illustrated the chaotic and uncoordinated nature of human society. Nations bickered over resources, engaged in territorial disputes, and struggled with internal strife. There was no evidence of a global defense strategy or any advanced extraterrestrial threat preparedness. The Grand Council's decision. Satisfied with the probe's findings, Commander Zrax reported to the Grand Council of Zorth. Earth is a divided world with primitive defenses, he declared. Their societies are fragmented, their technologies outdated, they are unprepared for an invasion of our magnitude. The path to conquest is clear. The Grand Council, confident in their superiority, approved the plan to mobilize their fleet. Earth, they concluded, would fall swiftly and decisively. The Zorthians would descend upon the unsuspecting planet, believing it to be defenseless and ripe for the taking. Little did they know, their assumptions would soon be challenged by an ancient and mysterious force lying dormant among the stars. The Grand Council's strategy. In the Grand Chamber of Zorth, beneath the towering crystalline spires that shimmered with an ethereal light, the Grand Council convened. Comprised of the most brilliant minds and strategic leaders of the Zorthian civilization, this assembly held the fate of countless worlds in its hands. Commander Zrax stood before the council, projecting the data collected by the stealth probe. Holographic images of Earth's military installations, political boundaries, and technological capabilities flickered in the air. The councillors, seated in a circular arrangement, scrutinized the information with keen interest. The presentation. Esteemed councillors, Drax began, his voice resonating through the chamber. Our reconnaissance has revealed that Earth is a planet divided by numerous nations, each wielding outdated and ineffective weaponry. Their nuclear capabilities, though significant by their standards, pose no threat to our advanced shields and energy weapons. He paused, allowing the councillors to absorb the gravity of his words. The images shifted to display Earth's political maps, highlighting the disunity and frequent conflicts between nations. Their political landscape is fragmented. These divisions prevent them from mounting a coordinated defense. They are, for all intents and purposes, defenseless against an organized and technologically superior force such as ours. The discussion. Councillor Voron, an elder statesman with centuries of experience in interstellar warfare, nodded thoughtfully. This aligns with our previous assessments of primitive civilizations. Disunity and outdated technology are common weaknesses. However, we must consider any potential unknowns. Have we accounted for all possible threats? Saltrak confidently replied, Our probe scans were thorough. There are no indications of advanced weaponry or unified defense systems. Their efforts in space are limited to rudimentary satellites and a small, outdated space station. We face no significant threat. The approval. The Grand Council murmured in agreement. Councillor Zelara, known for her strategic brilliance, leaned forward. Then it is settled. We will launch a full-scale invasion. The primary objective is to subjugate Earth with minimal destruction of its resources. Our secondary objective is to integrate its biosphere into our expanding empire. Plans were swiftly drawn. The invasion fleet, comprising colossal warships and agile fighter crafts, was readied. Troop transports and ground units were prepared for deployment. The invasion strategy was meticulously crafted to ensure swift domination. Initial strikes would target communication hubs and military bases to disable any resistance, followed by the occupation of major population centers. The declaration. The time has come, declared Supreme Leader Thauron, the head of the council, his voice echoing with authority. We shall bring Earth into the fold of the Zorthian Empire. Prepare the fleet. Victory shall be ours. As the council adjourned, the Zorthian war machine rolled to life, mobilizing with a precision and efficiency that had brought countless worlds under their dominion. Confident in their superiority and bolstered by their reconnaissance, the Zorthians set their sights on Earth, ready to claim it as their own. Unbeknownst to them, however, Earth's true defenders were awakening, lying in wait among the silent guardians of the cosmos. The fleet mobilizes. With the decision made by the Grand Council of Zorth to launch a full-scale invasion of Earth, the Zorthian civilization sprang into action. Every aspect of their society shifted focus towards the monumental task ahead, the conquest of a new world. The Zorthian fleet, renowned across the galaxy for its formidable power and technological superiority, was the key instrument of this endeavor. Massive warships, sleek and bristling with weaponry, began to converge on the central spaceport of Zorth Prime. The fleet's assembly. These warships, each a testament to Zorthian engineering prowess, were designed for different purposes. The dreadnoughts, with their heavy armament and impregnable shields, would lead the charge, breaking through any semblance of defense Earth might muster. Behind them, carriers filled with agile fighter crafts and troop transports waited, ready to deploy their forces to the planet's surface. On the ground, Zorthian soldiers, clad in advanced combat armor and equipped with cutting-edge weapons, prepared for deployment. Their training, rigorous and unrelenting, ensured they were ready for any challenge. Among them were specialized units trained in various environments, from dense urban areas to harsh wilderness, ensuring no part of Earth would be beyond their control. The command. Commander Zrax stood on the bridge of the flagship, the Imperator, overseeing the final preparations. All systems are green, reported the chief engineer. Weapons, shields, propulsion, everything is ready for deployment. Zrax nodded, satisfied. Excellent. Inform the fleet to begin the journey. Our objective is within reach. As the fleet began to move, the spaceport buzzed with activity. Support ships and logistics vessels ensured the war machine's smooth operation, ferrying supplies, ammunition, and reinforcements to the staging areas. The entire Zorthian society, from engineers to scientists to soldiers, was mobilized for this grand endeavor. The journey to Earth, though relatively brief by interstellar standards, was a time of intense preparation. Soldiers reviewed their mission plans, engineers fine-tuned their equipment, and commanders strategized their approach. The fleet traveled through the vast expanse of space, their destination drawing closer with each passing moment. On Earth, oblivious to the impending invasion, life continued as usual. Scientists at various observatories continued to study the stars, unaware that an alien fleet was en route. Military personnel carried out their routine duties, ignorant of the advanced armada poised to strike. The element of surprise was entirely on the side of the Zorthians. The arrival. As the fleet approached the Sol system, they activated their cloaking devices, rendering them invisible to Earth's detection systems. The strategy was to catch the planet entirely off guard, ensuring a swift and decisive victory. Prepare for descent. ordered Zrax, his voice steady and confident. "We will make our presence known soon enough." The fleet positioned itself above Earth, targeting key locations across the globe. Major cities, military bases, and communication hubs were marked for initial strikes. The plan was simple: cripple Earth's infrastructure and military capabilities, then establish control over the population. The countdown, the final moments before the invasion, were tense, filled with a quiet anticipation. Soldiers stood ready, their fingers poised on triggers. Pilots sat in their cockpits, prepared to launch at a moment's notice. The entire fleet awaited the command to strike. "Initiate the invasion," Zrax commanded. The Zorthian fleet descended upon Earth with blinding speed and precision. The skies above major cities darkened as the massive warships blocked out the sun. Energy beams and plasma bolts rained down, targeting military installations and communication arrays. Earth's defenses, though valiant, were overwhelmed in an instant. In a matter of minutes, the Zorthians established a foothold on the planet, setting the stage for the next phase of their conquest. The initial conflict. The Zorthian invasion of Earth began with a thunderous roar as their warships breached the atmosphere, descending upon the planet's major cities and military bases. The element of surprise was on their side, and the initial strikes were devastatingly effective. Communication hubs, military installations, and critical infrastructure were targeted with pinpoint accuracy, leaving Earth's defenses in disarray. The first strike. In New York City, residents looked up in horror as the sky darkened, and massive alien vessels loomed overhead. Energy beams struck key locations, causing explosions and widespread panic. The same scene played out in London, Beijing, Moscow, and other major cities around the globe. Earth's military scrambled to respond, but their efforts were largely futile against the superior Zorthian technology. Fighter jets and missiles were effortlessly neutralized by the Zorthian energy shields, and ground forces found themselves outmatched by the advanced combat armor and weaponry of the invaders. The human response. Despite the overwhelming odds, pockets of resistance began to form. In Washington, D.C., a coalition of military leaders and government officials quickly mobilized, coordinating a defense strategy. "We must hold the line," General Harris declared, rallying his troops. "We may be outgunned, but we are not outmatched in spirit." Across the world, similar scenes unfolded. Civilians and soldiers alike banded together, determined to defend their homes. Makeshift command centers were established, and efforts were made to communicate and coordinate with other resistance groups globally. The Zorthian advance. The Zorthians, confident in their superiority, continued their advance. Ground troops deployed from the massive carriers began to secure key locations, establishing control over strategic points. Their objective was clear: subjugate the population and seize control of Earth's resources. Commander Zrax, overseeing the operation from the flagship Imperator, monitored the progress with satisfaction. "Resistance is minimal," reported one of his lieutenants. "We are encountering sporadic pockets of organized defense, but nothing we cannot handle." Zrax nodded, his confidence unwavering. "Continue as planned. Ensure that all major cities are secured by the end of the day." Unexpected resistance. However, the Zorthians soon encountered an unexpected form of resistance. In the rural regions and less densely populated areas, guerrilla warfare tactics began to take a toll on their forces. Small, highly mobile units of human fighters, guerrilla warfare. In the rural regions and less densely populated areas, guerrilla warfare tactics began to take a toll on the Zorthian forces. Small, highly mobile units of human fighters used the terrain to their advantage, launching surprise attacks and then vanishing into the forests, mountains, and urban jungles. These unconventional tactics frustrated the Zorthian soldiers, who were trained for direct confrontations and large-scale battles. The humans' intimate knowledge of their own terrain gave them an edge that the technologically superior invaders had not anticipated. Civilian efforts. In addition to the guerrilla fighters, civilians played a crucial role in the resistance. Underground networks were established to provide intelligence, supplies, and medical aid to those fighting on the front lines. Tech-savvy individuals hacked into Zorthian communications systems, disrupting their operations and feeding false information. In cities and towns, ordinary people set up barricades, organized shelters, and created diversionary tactics to slow the Zorthian advance. A new unity. The invasion had an unexpected effect on humanity. It united them like never before. National boundaries and political differences faded in the face of a common enemy. Leaders from around the world communicated regularly, sharing strategies and resources. A global resistance movement began to take shape, with a central command coordinating efforts across different regions. In underground bunkers and hidden command centers, the seeds of a united Earth defense were sown. Scientists, engineers, and military experts from various countries collaborated to develop new technologies and strategies to combat the Zorthian threat. Old rivalries were set aside as humanity fought for its survival, turning the tide. In one notable battle in the Rocky Mountains, a group of guerrilla fighters, aided by local residents, managed to ambush a Zorthian patrol. Using improvised explosive devices and sniper fire, they inflicted significant casualties and captured several pieces of advanced Zorthian technology. These captured technologies were quickly transported to secret research facilities where Earth's best minds began to reverse engineer them. The tide began to turn as humans adapted and learned to counter the Zorthian strategies. In the forests of the Amazon, a coalition of indigenous tribes and urban resistance fighters launched coordinated attacks that disrupted Zorthian supply lines. In the urban sprawl of Tokyo, cyber warfare specialists managed to infiltrate and disable key Zorthian systems, causing chaos among the invaders. The asteroid phenomenon. Meanwhile, Earth's scientists continued to study the mysterious behavior of the asteroid belt. The initial asteroid strikes that had destroyed several Zorthian ships were now being examined in detail. Satellite imagery and data, collected by observatories, showed that the asteroids were moving with a precision that suggested intelligent control. Dr. Elena Ramirez, an astrophysicist, led the investigation. "It's as if these asteroids are being guided by some force or entity," she explained in a global broadcast. "We must understand this phenomenon if we are to leverage it against the invaders." The ancient guardians, historical and archaeological investigations revealed ancient texts and artifacts that spoke of a hidden force that protected Earth. Legends from various cultures mentioned celestial guardians that would awaken in times of great peril. As scientists delved deeper, they discovered evidence of an advanced civilization that had existed millennia ago. This civilization had created a sophisticated defense system, using the asteroids as weapons against any extraterrestrial threat. These findings were shared with the global resistance leaders. "We need to find a way to communicate with or control these guardians," General Harris stated. "They may be our best chance at driving the Zorthians away." The ancient guardians. As Earth's resistance intensified and the Zorthian forces faced mounting difficulties, attention turned to the mysterious asteroid phenomenon. The ancient texts and artifacts uncovered by Dr. Ramirez and her team suggested that Earth's defense system, designed by a forgotten civilization, was more sophisticated than anyone had imagined. Unearthing the past. Archaeological teams, now working under the protection of resistance fighters, excavated sites around the globe. In the sands of Egypt, beneath the jungles of Central America, and within the caverns of the Himalayas, they uncovered remnants of a civilization that predated all known human history. These sites contained advanced technology, inscriptions, and artifacts that hinted at a once great society that had mastered the cosmos. The ancient texts spoke of an alliance between Earth and celestial beings, guardians who had vowed to protect the planet from existential threats. This alliance had resulted in the creation of the asteroid defense system, a network of asteroids capable of precise movement and devastating strikes against invaders. Deciphering the technology, in hidden research facilities, scientists and engineers worked tirelessly to decipher the ancient technology. Reverse engineering the captured Zorthian devices provided valuable insights, but the ancient artifacts held the key to activating the asteroid defense system. Dr. Ramirez and her team discovered a central control mechanism buried deep beneath a temple in the Andes. This control mechanism, a massive crystalline structure, was linked to the asteroid belt. It was powered by a form of energy unknown to modern science, but the inscriptions suggested it could be activated by a specific frequency. The activation. A global broadcast was arranged, reaching out to the world's remaining radio astronomers and communication specialists. They were tasked with identifying and transmitting the activation frequency. After days of relentless effort, a breakthrough occurred. A team of radio astronomers in Australia detected the frequency within the cosmic background radiation. With this knowledge, they initiated a transmission. Across the globe, observatories and communication arrays aligned their instruments, sending a synchronized signal into the cosmos. Moments later, the asteroid belt responded. The previously dormant asteroids began to move with coordinated precision, forming a protective barrier around Earth. The Guardians strike. As the Zorthian fleet prepared for a renewed assault, they were met with an unexpected counterattack. Asteroids, now under the control of the ancient defense system, targeted the Zorthian warships with surgical accuracy. Massive Zorthian vessels were obliterated in fiery explosions, their advanced shields unable to withstand the sheer kinetic force of the asteroid impacts. The Zorthian command structure, previously unshaken, now faced chaos and confusion. Commander Zrax watched in disbelief as his fleet was decimated. "Impossible," he muttered, gripping the edge of the command console. "How can a primitive world wield such power?" A beacon of hope. The sight of the Zorthian ships being destroyed by the asteroids galvanized the human resistance. Across the globe, people cheered as the tide of battle turned in their favor. The activation of the ancient guardians provided not only a strategic advantage, but also a powerful symbol of hope and unity. In the ensuing days, the remaining Zorthian forces were pushed back. The coordinated efforts of the global resistance, combined with the relentless strikes from the asteroid defense system, left the invaders with no choice but to retreat. A new dawn. With the Zorthian fleet in full retreat, Earth began the process of rebuilding. The devastation left by the invasion was immense, but the unity forged in the crucible of war provided a strong foundation for recovery. Nations that had once been adversaries now worked together, sharing resources and knowledge. Dr. Ramirez and her team continued their studies of the ancient civilization, uncovering more secrets and technologies that could help humanity advance. The Celestial Guardians, now a part of Earth's defense strategy, remained vigilant in the asteroid belt, a silent but powerful deterrent against future threats. A new era of exploration. The aftermath of the Zorthian invasion marked the beginning of a new chapter for Earth. The unity and resilience shown by humanity during the conflict laid the groundwork for unprecedented cooperation and advancement. The global reconstruction effort. Reconstruction efforts began immediately. Cities and infrastructure damaged by the invasion were rebuilt with remarkable speed, thanks to the collaboration of engineers, architects, and workers from around the world. The advanced technologies gleaned from the Zorthians and the ancient artifacts significantly accelerated these efforts. The United Earth Council, a new global governing body, was established to oversee reconstruction and ensure that resources were distributed fairly. This council included representatives from all nations, working together to build a better future. The spirit of unity and shared purpose that had emerged during the invasion became the driving force behind this new global order. Technological advancements. The reverse-engineered Zorthian technology, combined with the rediscovered knowledge of the ancient civilization, led to a technological renaissance on Earth. New energy sources, medical advancements, and communication systems transformed daily life. One of the most significant breakthroughs was the development of advanced space travel capabilities. With the knowledge gained from the ancient artifacts, humanity now had the means to explore the cosmos more extensively than ever before. The asteroid defense system was refined and integrated into Earth's defense network, ensuring that the planet would remain protected against future threats. This newfound technological prowess also enabled humanity to address long-standing challenges such as climate change and resource scarcity with innovative solutions. The Space Exploration Initiative. Inspired by their success in defending the planet, humanity set its sights on the stars. The United Earth Council launched the Space Exploration Initiative, SEI, an ambitious program aimed at exploring and colonizing other planets. The first missions focused on the Solar System, with Mars and the moons of Jupiter and Saturn as primary targets. Advanced spacecraft, equipped with both human and AI crews, was sent to establish research outposts and lay the groundwork for future colonies. These missions were a testament to humanity's resilience and determination to thrive, even in the face of adversity. The legacy of the ancient civilization. As the exploration of the cosmos continued, Earth's scientists and historians delved deeper into the legacy of the ancient civilization that had once protected the planet. They discovered that this civilization had not only created the asteroid defense system, but had also established a network of outposts and artifacts across the galaxy. These discoveries provided invaluable insights into advanced technologies and cosmic phenomena. The knowledge gleaned from these artifacts propelled humanity's understanding of the universe to new heights, fostering a sense of connection with the broader cosmos. A message from the stars. In a moment that captured the imagination of the entire planet, radio telescopes detected a signal from deep space. It was a message from an advanced extraterrestrial civilization, one that had been observing Earth's struggles and triumphs. The message, translated by Earth's top linguists and AI systems, conveyed admiration for humanity's resilience and an invitation to join a galactic alliance. This alliance, composed of various intelligent species, sought to promote peace, knowledge, and cooperation across the galaxy. The invitation marked the beginning of a new era of interstellar diplomacy and collaboration. A united future. The story of humanity's survival and triumph over the Zorthian invasion became a symbol of hope and unity. As Earth entered this new era of exploration and cooperation, the lessons learned from the conflict continued to guide the planet's progress. The unity forged during the invasion laid the foundation for a more just and equitable global society. With the threat of the Zorthians neutralized and the ancient guardians standing watch, humanity was free to pursue its dreams among the stars. The spirit of innovation, curiosity, and resilience ensured that Earth would thrive in this new chapter, united in its quest for knowledge and peace in the vast expanse of the universe.